Hello and welcome to the Daily Brown Bag. Today we're going to be talking about Google Penguin 2.1. I'm Chad Hill and I'm joined by Adam Stetzer.
Yeah, good morning, Chad. If you're just settling into the Hummingbird update, which was pretty big news over the last week, got another one for you. Things are moving pretty quick with the Google algorithm. We have the Penguin 2.1 update. This is breaking news that just came out on Friday with Matt Cutts very surprisingly confirming an update in a tweet. This is a little confusing because previously Google said they would stop announcing these. Then sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So probably bound to be a little frustrating for small business owners and internet marketers alike. Also, the proximity to Hummingbird, although that one, since they didn't announce, was actually over a month ago, so they're more spread out than it feels. So let's talk about Penguin 2.1. What's going on today? What is the breaking news? The first thing to help people with is always this confusion between Panda and Penguin. Panda being focused on content and low quality content on your site. Penguin being more focused on manipulative intent in your link building and offsite, so more often considered a web spam update. So what we're seeing today in Penguin 2.1 is a web spam update. It's not particularly big. It impacts about 1% of all queries out there. So that is on the scale of the updates we've seen from Google, rather small, but we know whenever there's a Google move like this, there'll be a lot of discussion among the internet marketing community.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think one of the things that we talked about, because this is really not a new thing, Penguin is in format 2.1, and I have some stats here that goes back to it originally launched in April 2012, with 1.0, about 3.1% of searches were affected. There was another rollout in May of Penguin 1.1. October of 2012, Penguin 1.2. In May, there was a fairly big update, 2.0, about 2.3% of searches affected, and then, of course, 2.1 that we're talking about today. So this is an ongoing thing, and I fully expect to see Penguin rolling forward to 3 and 4 and on from there. But let's talk about what really this means for online marketers and small business owners. Back in June, we launched something called Real SEO, which really is changing your tactics to really be more focused on the audience, a little bit less focused on what is my anchor text and where am I, how many links do I have, and more focused on creating real content for real end users and then earning links back to your website. So really nothing's new with 2.1 that wasn't already out there with the changes that Penguin really necessitated. It's just a continued evolution of that.
Right, and we still see people out there using old tactics and doing link counts and saying, "Oh, I need to get on the best site with the highest page rank, and I need to get my money term into my anchor text." And I think our message here is fairly consistent with all of these Penguin updates. And I agree with you, Chad. They will keep coming, and this will probably settle some people's confusion around. Well, with Hummingbird being a total replacement of the algo, does that mean Panda and Penguin are no longer relevant? And here we see in today's breaking news, absolutely not. It's still very much baked in, and if anything, they're going to keep pushing their agenda. So what should you do? Well, if you still are not on the bandwagon with real SEO and really focusing on end user value, you've heard it a million times, content is king. You need to be doing content marketing. You can't just make great content and wait for them to come. Obviously, you need to promote it, you need to syndicate it, but the focus on the quality is really where you need to start to make your content more linkable and to spread faster in a way that Google will appreciate and approve of.